Namaste friends, welcome back to my channel. Friends, in today's video we would be making these long danglers, and here I have named these danglers as flare earring as they have such a beautiful flare at the bottom here, and they would look very pretty when you'll wear them. So here I have made them in few different colors. These are in green and pink color, and here I have made these in green color, giving a look of Christmas tree a little bit. And then I have made these in amethyst color, and these are in pink color. Here you would, if you would look at the shape of these earrings, they not only look they have this flare. If you just look at these earrings and the stud at the top of it, here they look somewhat like a Christmas tree, and I hope they would look very pretty, very gorgeous when you will wear it during your Christmas party or any on the Christmas Eve or Christmas party. So I hope you will love these earrings. So let us see what all material do we need to make these earrings. For making our flare earring, we would need these 10 mm Rivoli. Here I'll be making this earring in dark red color, or you can say in maroon color. So I'm using these 10 mm Rivolis in dark siam color. Then I'll be using these 11 O's. These are Preciosa 11 O's in maroon opaque luster color. Then I'll be using these 11 O's. These are Miyuki Duracoat Galvanized Champagne 11 O's, and these are Miyuki Duracoat Galvanized Champagne 15 O's. Here I'm using these in the same color but in different sizes. These are 11 O's and these are 15 O's. Then here these are Miyuki Duracoat Galvanized Light Cranberry 15 O's. Then I'll be using these 3 mm pearls in bright gold color and 4 mm pearls in bronze color. Here I'm using these 4 mm pearl in bronze color as I didn't have them in this bright gold color. If you have them in the same color, you can use the same color. Otherwise these two also looks great when used together. Then here I'm using this 6 mm ear post. Then this teardrop, this is 6 by 12 mm teardrop in garnet AB color. Then I'll be using these 4 mm bicons again in dark siam color. I'll be working with sono thread and size 12 beading needle. So let's get started. For making our flare earring, we would first bezel our Rivoli, and for bezeling this Rivoli we would be using raw stitch. So for this I'm picking up 4 11 maroon. I'll bring them down towards the end of my thread. Here I'll tie a double knot like this. And now I will pass through all these 4 beads very gently and pull in this tail in between these 11 O's. Like this. So here you can see this is our first raw component. Now I'll be making my second raw component. So for this, now I will pick up only 3 11 O's as I already have one. So I'll be passing through this one through which I'm exiting right now. So this is my second raw component. I'll move up through this and into this 11 like this. So here you can see that I have made two raw components. Now I'll be making my third component again. For this I'm picking up 3 11 maroon and pass through this one through which I'm exiting right now, like this, moving up towards this 11 at the left. So here I have made three components, and for making the bezel case for my 10 Rivoli, I need in all 12 components in my bezel case. So here I'll be making a chain with 11 components, and 12th would be the one that would join the two ends of this chain. So here I have made 1 2 3 components. I'll be making 8 more and come back. So here I have completed this chain of 11 raw components. Here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and 11. So here I have 11 components in my raw chain, and now I will join the two ends of this chain to make my 12th component. And in this 12th component I already have two 11 so I'll be adding two more. So for this I'm picking up one 11 maroon and pass through the other 11. Now again I'm picking up one 11, the fourth one, and pass through the first one, like this. I'll be passing through all these four 11s once again. And exit through the top 11 here, and this is a ring for our bezel case. Now we would be making one more ring over this one with the same raw stitch. So for this I'll pick up one 11 maroon, one 11 champagne, and one 11 maroon. Here I have picked up these three 11s, one 11 maroon, one 11 champagne, and one 11 maroon, and I will pass through this 11 through which I am exiting right now. Now here you can see I have brought this 11 on the top, and now I will move up through this 11 maroon. Again I'll pick up one 11 champagne and one 11 maroon. Here I am picking up only two 11s as I already have two for my next raw component, and as I'll be moving in clockwise direction and I want to add this 11 champagne on the top, so I added 11 champagne first and 11 maroon next. So I'll be passing through this 11 like this, And now I will move up through this 11 into this 11 champagne, through this 11 maroon into the next two 11 maroon. Now again I need to add 2 more beads for my next raw component. I already have 2 11 maroon here, and now I'll be moving in anti-clockwise direction. So I need 1 maroon on the side and maroon and 11 champagne on the top. So I'll be picking up maroon first and then champagne. So here I'm picking up 1 11 maroon and then 1 11 champagne, and pass through this 11 maroon and the one at the bottom here. So this is my next raw component. Now again moving up through this 11. Now I'll be moving in clockwise direction, so I'll pick up 1 11 champagne and 1 11 maroon and pass through this 11, move up through this 11 into next two 11s and this one. So here you can see that we have added these components, these raw components, with these 11 champagne on the top. So this way we would be adding these components all through this round. Now here I have reached the last component of this round, and here for my last component I already have 1 2 3 11s. So here I'll be adding only 1 11 champagne. So for this I'm picking up 1 11 champagne and pass through all these 3 11s, move up and step up into this 11 that I added just now. So this is the look of our bezel ring from the top. And now after exiting through this 11 champagne, I will pick up 1 15 light green berry and pass through this next 11 champagne like this. Again I'll pick up 1 15 light cranberry and pass through this next 11 champagne. Here I'm simply adding these 15 light cranberry in between these 11 champagnes all through this round. So here I have added these 15s, and now I'm stepping up into the first 15 that I added in this round. And now on the top we would be adding pickle stitch. So for this, here I'm exiting through this 15 light cranberry, and now I'm passing through this next 15 light cranberry without adding any bead. Like this, bringing these two beads closer. And now I will pick up 1 15 champagne and pass through these two beads, these two 15s that I brought together, and this will make a pickle stitch over this like this. And now again I'm passing through this 11 champagne, then 15 light cranberry. Now I'm skipping this 11 champagne and pass through this next 15 cranberry without adding any bead. And bringing these two closer And now I will pick up 115 champagne and pass through these two 15s like this, and create this pickle stitch over here. Again passing through this 11 champagne into this 15 light cranberry, skipping this 11 and passing through this next 15 cranberry, bringing the two 15s closer. Now again picking up 115 champagne and pass through these two 15 cranberry. So this way we are going to add these pico stitch all through this round. So here, after completing the pico stitch, this is the look from the front side of our bezel case. And now here you can see I'm exiting through this 15 light cranberry, and now I will pass through this next 11 champagne, go down through this 11 maroon, into this 11 maroon, down through this 11 maroon, and into this 11 maroon. Now here we can cut off this tail, and now we will place our Rivoli into our case very gently. So here we have to place our Rivoli very gently into the case, and this is the look from the front side. And now we would be closing our bezel case. So for this I am picking up one 11 maroon and pass through this next 11 maroon. Now I'll skip the next one. Again I'll pick one 11 maroon and pass through the next one. And again I'll skip the next one. Again I'm picking up one 11 maroon, pass through this next 11 maroon and skip the next one. So this way we are going to add these 11 maroon by following this pattern, adding one 11, skipping the other, adding one 11 and skipping the other, all through this round. Now here I have added all these 11s, and now I'm stepping up into the first 11 maroon that I added in this round. Now I'll pick up one 11 champagne and pass through this next 11 maroon that we added in the last round, like this. Again I'm picking up one 11 champagne and pass through this next 11 maroon that I added in the last round. So this way I'm going to add these 11 champagne all through this round. So here, after adding this last 11 champagne, I'm stepping up into the first 11 champagne, and now I will pick up one 15 light cranberry and pass through this next 11 champagne. I'll skip the next one. Again I'm picking up one 15 light cranberry and pass through this next 11 champagne, skip the next one, and here I'm picking up my last 15 light cranberry and passing through this next 11 champagne. And now I will skip the next one and step up into the first 15 light cranberry that I added in this round. Now I'll be adding 1 champagne in between these 15 light cranberry. Again 1 champagne and pass through this next light cranberry. Again 1 champagne and pass through this next light cranberry. So here we have closed our bezel case, and for closing I'm passing through all these 15 champagne once again without adding any bead. Now we have closed our bezel case, and this is the look. And now I'm going to move to the front side, so I'll be passing through this 15 light cranberry, 11 champagne, these two 11 maroon, up through this 11 maroon into this 11 maroon, down through this 11 maroon into this 11 champagne, like this. So here we have reached the front side of our bezel case, and now I'm going to pick up 1 champagne and pass through this next 11 champagne. Again I'm going to pick up 1 champagne and pass through this next 11 champagne. Again I'm going to pick up 1 champagne and pass through this next 11 champagne. So in this round we are adding these 15 champagne in between these 11 champagne. We would be adding these all through this round. Now here I'm adding my last 15 of this round, and this is the look after adding 15 champagne. And now I'm stepping up into the first 15 champagne that I added in this round. Now I'm going to pick up 3 beads, 1 champagne, 1 light cranberry, and 1 champagne. So here I have picked up the set of 3 beads, 1 champagne, 1 light cranberry, and 1 champagne, and I'll be passing through this next 15 champagne that we added in the last round, like this. Again I'm going to pick up the same set of 3 beads, 1 champagne, 1 light cranberry, and 1 champagne, here these 3 beads, and I will pass through this next 15 champagne that I added in the last round. Again the same set, 1 champagne, 1 light cranberry, and 1 champagne, and I will pass through this next 15 champagne that I added in the last round. So in this round we are going to add the set of these 3 beads all through this round. Now here I am adding my last set of these 3 beads, and I'm passing through this 15 champagne, the first one, and this is the look after adding these sets of 15s. And here you can see I'm exiting through this 15 champagne, and now I'll be passing through this next 11 champagne and going towards the back side. And now here I exited through this 11 champagne And now I'm going down through this next 11 maroon. Here you can see that I exited through this 11 champagne, and now I'm going down through this 11 maroon into this 11 maroon. So I have reached the edge of this bezel case, and now I will pick up 3 15 champagne and pass through this next 11 maroon like this. Again, I'm going to pick up 3 15 champagne and pass through this next 11 maroon. Again, I'm picking up 3 15 champagne and pass through this next 11 maroon. So here I'm adding these sets of 15 champagne all through this round. Now here I'm adding my last set of these 3 15s, and so this is the look from the back side after adding these 15 champagne, and from the front side this is the look. Now I'm stepping up into the first 2 15 champagne of the first set that I added. Here you can see I'm exiting through this middle 15 champagne, and now I will pick up 1 4 pearl and pass through this next 15 champagne. Now after adding this 4 pearl, I will pick up 1 3 pearl and pass through this next 15 champagne. Again 1 3 pearl and pass through this next 15 champagne. Here after adding this first 4 pearl, I'll be adding 5 3 pearls. So I have added 2. I'll be adding 1 2 3 more and come back. So here you can see I have added 5 3 pearls, 1 2 3 4 and 5, and now after adding these 5 3 pearls, I'll be adding 1 4 pearl. So here I'm picking up 1 4 pearl and pass through this next 15 champagne. Again after adding this 4 pearl, I'll be adding 3 pearls till I reach this side. So I'll be adding 1 2 3 4 and 5 3 pearls on this side. So here you can see that I have added these pearls on both the sides, and this is the look of our earring after adding the pearls. And now after adding this pearl, the last one, I'm stepping up into the first 4 pearl that we added in this round. So this is the look. Now I will pick up 1 11 maroon and pass through this next 3 pearl. Again I'll pick up 1 11 maroon and pass through this next 3 pearl. So here in this round I am adding these 11 maroon in between these pearls that we added in the last round, and we would be doing this all through this round. Now here I am adding my last 11 maroon, and this is how it will look after adding these maroon 11s, and this is the front side. Here you have to keep your thread a little tight, don't keep it loose, and we have to see that these beads fall a little forward here, and here after adding these 11 O's. And now I'm stepping up into the first 11O maroon that I added in this round. And now I will pick up two 15O champagne, and here after picking up to 15O champagne, I'm passing through this 15O light cranberry like this. Now again I'm picking up two 15O champagne and pass through this next 11O maroon here on the edge. Now after passing through this 11O maroon, I'm going back through this first 15O champagne that I added just now, keeping my thread tight here. And now I will pick up only one 15O champagne and pass through this next 15O cranberry like this. Again I will pick up two 15O champagne and pass through this 11O maroon, go down through this first 15O champagne, and now I will pick up one 15O champagne and pass through this next 15O light cranberry. Again I will pick up two 15O champagne and pass through this 11O maroon, going back through this first 15O champagne like this. I will pick up one 15O champagne and pass through this light 15O cranberry. Again I will pick up two 15O champagne and pass through this 11O maroon, go back through this 15O champagne, pick up one 15O champagne and pass through this next 15O cranberry. Again I am picking up two 15O champagne and pass through this next 11O maroon. Now here I am exiting through this 11O maroon just before this 4 pulse. So here we have to make a little bit change. So first of all I'm again going back through this first 15O champagne, and now here when we would be adding these 15O champagne in front of these 4 pulse, here we will be adding two 15O champagne. So here I'm picking up two 15O champagne and pass through this 15O cranberry. Again here I'll be picking up three 15O champagne and pass through this 11O maroon, going back through this first only one 15O champagne, picking up now as we have to add in front of 3 pulse, so I'm picking up only one 15O champagne and pass through this next 15O cranberry like this. Again I'm picking up two 15O champagne and pass through this next 11O, going back through this 15 champagne, picking up 1 15 champagne and pass through this next 15 cranberry, 2 15 champagne, pass through this next 11, going back through this 15, pick up 1 15 champagne and pass through this next 15 cranberry, again pick up 2 15 champagne and pass through this next 11, going back through this first 15 champagne, pick up 1 15 champagne and pass through this next 15 cranberry, pick up 2 15 champagne and pass through this next 11, going down through this first 15 champagne, pick up 1 15 champagne and pass through this next 15 cranberry, and now again we have reached this side, this 4 pearl. So here first of all I'm going to add 2 15s and pass through this next 11, going back through this 15 first one, and now I will pick up 2 15 champagne and pass through this 15 cranberry, again I will pick up 2 15 champagne, and here you can see I'll be passing through this first 15 that we added at first in this round. Here I'm exiting through here, you can see I'm passing through this first 15 champagne, so here it makes our 3 15s. After passing through this into the 11, down through this 15, into these 2 15s, up through this 15, through this 15, and into the 11 maroon. So here after adding these beads in the front, this is the look of our earring from the front side. And now here you can see I'm exiting through this 11 maroon. Now here after exiting through this 11 maroon, I will pick up a set of 3 beads. Now here I am picking up 1 11 maroon, 1 11 champagne and 1 11 maroon. Here I have picked up the set of these 3 beads, and now I will pass through this next 11 like this. Again I'll be adding the set of 3 beads, the same set, 1 maroon, 1 champagne and 1 11 maroon like this. So here we would be adding 3 beads over these 3 pearls like this, and pass through this next 3 pearl. Again I'm adding 1 11 maroon, 1 11 champagne and 1 11 maroon, and pass through this next 11 maroon. Here you can see that I have added 3 beads over this 3 pearl. Now as we have reached the 4 pearl, we would be adding 5 beads. So for this I am picking up 2 11 maroon, 1 11 champagne and 2 11 maroon. So here I have picked up 5 beads and pass through this next 11 maroon. Now again we have reached 3 pearl, so again we would be adding 3 beads, 1 11 maroon, 1 champagne and 1 11 maroon, like this. Again we would be adding the same set of 3 beads. So this way we have to add these beads all through this round. Now here again I have reached this 4 pearl, so I'll be adding 5 beads. 2 maroon, 1 11 champagne and 2 11 maroon on this 4 pearl. And now I'm adding my last set, and it would be the set of 3 beads, as I'm going to add it on 3 pearl. So this is the set. So after adding these 11 O's, this is the look from the back and this is the look from the front. And now I'm stepping up into this set, first set, and now I'm picking up 1 15 cranberry and pass through this next set like this. Again I'm picking up 1 15 cranberry and pass through the next set of these 3 beads. Again I'm picking up 1 15 cranberry and pass through this next set of 3 beads. Again I'm picking up 1 15 light cranberry, and now I would be passing through the set of these 5 beads that I added round this 4 pearl. So here I'll be passing through all these 5 beads, and again I'm picking up 1 15 light cranberry and pass through the set of these 3 beads. So this way I'll be adding these 15 O's all through this round in between the sets that we added in the last round. Now after adding these 15 O's, this is the look from the back side and this is the look from the front side. We have to push these beads a little back, towards the back, so that these pearls can pop out here and here. You can see that I'm exiting through this 11 maroon, and now I will step up into this first 15 cranberry that I added, and now into these first 2 beads of this set. So here you can see I'm exiting through this 11 champagne, and now I'll be picking up 21 15 champagne. So here I have picked up 21 15 champagne, 2 4 6 8 10 12 14 16 18 20 and 21. And now here I will skip 1 2 11 champagne, and I will be passing through this 4th one. Here you can see after exiting through this 11 champagne, I picked up 21 15 champagne. Then after this I'll be skipping 1 2 11 the set of these beads, and now I'm passing through this one above this 4 pearl like this. Now here after exiting through this 11 champagne, I will pick up 1 11 champagne and again pass through this 11 champagne like this. Here I have added this 11 champagne on the top of the one I just exited, and now again I will pick up the set of these 21 15 champagne. So here again I have picked up 21 15 champagne, 2 4 6 8 10 12 14 16 18 20 and 21. So after picking up these, I will skip 1 2 and pass through the third one. So here you can see, here I started from this 11 then I picked up 21 15 champagne, skipped 1 2 and entered through this third one just on the top of this 6 pearl, this 4 pearl. Then I added this 11 champagne on this 11, and then again I picked up 21 15 champagne and skipped 1 2 and passed through this third one. So this way. Now I will pick up 1 15 champagne, 1 3 pearl and 1 15 champagne. So here now I have picked up a set of these 3 beads, 1 15 champagne, 1 3 pearl and 1 15 champagne, and pass through this next 11 champagne here like this. Now I will pick up 13 15 15 champagne. So here I have picked up 13 15 champagne. Let us count 2 4 6 8 10 12 and 13. So these are 13 15 champagne, and now I will pass through. Here I am skipping this 11 champagne and pass through this on the top of this 4 pearl, flipping toward the front side. Again I will pick up 1 11 champagne and pass through this 11 champagne again. Now again I will pick up the set of 13 15 15 champagne. So here it is, 2 4 6 8 10 and 3 13. Now after picking up these 13 15 champagne, I will skip this one and pass through this next one. Now I will pick up 1 15 champagne, 1 3 pearl and 1 15 champagne like this, and pass through the first 11 here. Now after adding these 15 and pearls, this is the look of our earring. Now after exiting through this 11 champagne, I will step up into the first 15 champagne that I added in this first set in the last round. Now we would be doing peyote stitch. So for this I am picking up 1 15 cranberry, and here after picking up this 15 cranberry, I am passing through the next, skipping one, and I am passing through this next 15 champagne as we do in peyote stitch. Again I am picking up 1 15 cranberry. I will skip this next bead and pass through the another one like this. You can see. Now again I am picking up 1 15 cranberry and Skipping this next 15 of champagne, I'm passing through the other one. Again, I'm picking up 115 of cranberry, skipping this next 15 and passing through the other one. I'm doing beauty here. Again, picking up 115 cranberry, skipping this next bead, I'm passing through the other one. Like this. So this way we are doing beauty here. Skipping one bead here and passing through the next one. Again, skipping this one and passing through this next one. Again, I'm picking up 115 cranberry, skipping this one and passing through the next one. Again, 115 cranberry, skipping this one and passing through the next one. So this is the look of our first set of 15 that we added here. Now, after exiting through this 15 I will pick up one 11 maroon and pass through this next 15 here, like this. Again, we would be doing peyote stitch with these 15 light cranberry. I'm picking up 115 now. As I'm exiting through this 15 I would skip this one and pass through the other one, like this. So as we have done the peyote here, same way I'll be doing peyote here till I reach this last 15 here. Now after exiting through this 15 champagne, here you can see I have done the peyote stitch on this side also as we have done on the first side. And now after exiting through this 15 champagne, I'll pick up 215 light cranberry and pass through this 3 mm pearl. Again, I will pick up 215 light cranberry and pass through this first 15 champagne of this set, like this. Now again we would be doing peyote stitch here. So for this I'm picking up 115 light cranberry, and as I'm exiting through this 15 I'll skip the next one and pass through the other one as we have done previously. Again, I'm picking up 115 light cranberry, skipping the next 15 I will pass through the next one, like this. So this way I'll be adding these beads with peyote stitch till I reach the last 15 of this set of 13. Now here I have reached this last 15 of this set after completing my peyote here. Now I will pick up one 11 maroon and pass through this first 15 champagne of the next set, like this. Again I'll be doing adding these 15 with peyote stitch. Here I'm picking up 115 light cranberry, skip this bead and pass through the next one. again 15 light cranberry and skipping this one, passing through the other one. So I'll be doing this peyote till I reach the last 15 of this set. Now here I have reached this last 15 and now I will pick up two 15 light cranberry and pass through this 3 pearl. Again picking up two 15 light cranberry, and now I will pass through this first 15 champagne of the first set. So here you can see I'm passing through the first 15 champagne of the first set like this. Now this is the look from the front side, and from the back this is the look. And now after exiting through this 15 champagne, I will step up into the first 15 light cranberry that I added in the first set of 15s, and now I will pick up one 11 maroon and pass through this next 15 light cranberry. Again I will pick up one 11 maroon and pass through this next 15 light cranberry. So here I am adding these 11 maroon in between these 15s that we added in the last round. Here we are not skipping any bead, we are just adding these bead, and I'll be doing this till I reach this last 15 light cranberry. So here I have reached the last 15 light cranberry of this set, and now I will pick up one 15 champagne and pass through this 11 maroon that I added in the last round. Again I'm picking up one 15 champagne and pass through this first 15 light cranberry of next round, and now again I'll be adding the 11s. So for this I'm picking up one 11 maroon and pass through this next 15. Again I'm picking up one 11 maroon and pass through this next 15. So this way I'll be adding these 11 maroon till I reach the last 15 of this set. So here again I have added these 11s, and now here I have added these beads to this set, and right now I'm exiting through this first 15 light cranberry of this set, last 15 light cranberry of this set, and now I'll pick up one 15 champagne and pass through both these 15s that we added with this 3 pearl like this. Now I will pass through this 3 pearl into the next two 15s. Again I will pick up one 15 champagne and pass through the first 15 light cranberry of the next set like this, and now again I'll be adding 11 maroon to this set of beads. Here I'll be adding these 11 maroon till I reach this last 15 of this set. Now after adding these 11s, and here I have reached this last 15 light cranberry, now I will pick up one 15 champagne and pass through this 11 maroon here that I added in the last round like this. Again I'm picking up one 15 champagne and pass through this first 15 light cranberry of the next set. Now again I'll be adding these 11s here Now I'll be adding these 11 maroon till I reach this last 15 of this set. Now here I have reached this last 15 light cranberry of this set. Now I'm picking up 115 champagne and pass through these two 15 light cranberry into this next 3 pearl, into the two 15 light cranberry, and now I will pick up 115 champagne, and here I'm passing through the first 15 light cranberry of the first set that we added here. So this is the look from the back side and from the front side. And now I'm stepping up into the first 11 maroon that we added in this round, and now I'll be adding 11 champagne. So for this I'm picking up 111 champagne and pass through this next 11 maroon. Again I'm adding 111 champagne here, again 111 champagne. So this way I'll be adding these 11 champagne till I reach this last 11 maroon of this set. Now here I have added these 11 champagne, and after adding these I am exiting through this 11 maroon, and now I will pick up 115 champagne and pass through this next 15 champagne into this 11 and the next 15 champagne. Now I will pick up two 15 champagne, 1/4 pearl, and two 15 champagne. Here the set of these 5 beads, two 15 champagne, 1/4 pearl, and two 15 champagne. And here, coming back through these beads, I will enter through this 15 champagne, this 11 maroon, and the next 15 champagne, like this. And now I will pick up 115 champagne and pass through this 11 maroon, like this. Now I will pick up 111 champagne and pass through this next 11 champagne. Now again I will pick up 111 champagne and pass through this next 11 maroon, and this way I will be adding these 11 champagne till I reach this last 11 maroon of this set. Now here I have added these 11 champagne on this set also, and right now I'm exiting through this 11 maroon, and now I will go down through this 15 cranberry into this 15 champagne and the two 15s into this 3 pearl, into these two 15s, 15 champagne, and into this first 15 cranberry of this next set, stepping up into this 11 maroon, and now again I'll be adding 11 champagne to this set also, as we have done in the previous two sets, like this. I'll be adding these 11s, And now, after exiting through this last 11 maroon, I will pick up one 15 champagne and pass through this 15 champagne, 11 maroon, and the next 15 champagne, like this. Now I will pick up two 15 champagne, one 4 pearl, and two 15 champagne, the set of these 5 beads, and go back and pass through this 15 champagne, 11 maroon, and the next 15 champagne, the set of these 3 beads, like this, pushing it towards the front. And now I will pick up one 15 champagne, pass through the first 11 champagne of the next set, first 11 maroon of the next set, and now again I'll be adding 11 champagne in this set also till I reach this last 11 maroon. Now here I have added these 11s to this set, and now I will go down through this 15 cranberry into this 15 champagne, into the two 15 cranberry, into this 3 pearl. Now I'm going down through this 15 champagne, 11 champagne, and the next 11 maroon. So here I'm going down through these 3 beads into this 15 cranberry, and now here we would be adding another flare at the bottom. So now I will be adding one set of 27 beads, 27 15 champagne here. So I'll be picking up, after exiting through this bead, this 15 cranberry, I'll be picking up 27 15 champagne. So here I have picked up 27 15s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 27. So after picking up these 27 15 champagne, I will pass through this 11 champagne at the bottom here, like this, and again I'll be picking up the set of 27 15 champagne to add on this side. So here is my set of 27 15s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 23, and 27. And now I will pass through this here 1, 2, and 3, this third 15 cranberry on this side. Here you can see I'm passing through 1, 2, 3, and the third 15 cranberry on this side, like this. Now moving up through this 11 maroon, 11 champagne, and this 15 champagne into this 3 pearl, into the 215 cranberry, into this 15 champagne and 15 cranberry, into these 11 O's. We will be passing through all these beads. Into this 11 O champagne, into this 11 O maroon, into this 15 O champagne, and through this I will move up into these two 15 O champagnes that we added with the pearl. And now I will pick up 3 15 O champagne, 1 11 O champagne, and 3 15 O champagne. So here I have picked up these 7 beads, and here I will be passing through these two 15 O's on the other side. Like this. Coming at the back into this 15 O champagne at the back, into 11 O, maroon, and 11 O champagne, and through these beads into these, beads, and now into this 15 O and 3 mm pearl, down through these beads into this 15 O cranberry, and now stepping up into this first 15 O